What's up, YouTube? I just got back about 2 hours ago from what I'll call my first sparring session. We spar in the class I take twice a week, but there's normally restrictions. So, like, we'll do a round where it's only jabs, we'll do a round that's only straight punches, a round that's only body shots. We do some that are like lead hand free and rear hand, anything to the body. But we don't tend to do a ton of rounds that are just anything goes, all shots are fair game the whole round. We do maybe one of those a week. There's probably even weeks that we don't do one of those. But today I didn't do a class. I had coordinated with some dudes and we did some sparring after the class was over and the coach could watch us. So I ended up doing 8 rounds in total. 3 of them were with the heavyweight. I'll throw a picture up right about now. 3 of them were with the heavyweight dude in the left of the photo. He's probably like 6'2", 240. I'm just guessing here. You can see me in the middle. I'm 6 foot and I'm 188 in the morning, So, and then let's see who else was in this photo. I don't have it in front of me right now, but dude that I got my arm around, he's probably about 180. He'd been boxing for a while. He's got a few amateur fights. Dude next to me holding his arms up with the Palatine football shirt. He's awesome, man. He wins the Golden Gloves. He could be maybe the best boxer at our gym. He's only 16, man. He's about $165. And then next to him, I'm not using anyone's names. I don't know if they want their names out there at all. But that homie there, he's been going to the class for years. I don't think he's done any fights, but he's consistently been in that advanced class for years. So me and the heavyweight dude were actually probably roughly about the same experience level. And then the other dudes that we sparred with have way more ring time. They've done fights, some of them, 2 of them, right? And but just way more experience in general. And then there was one dude that didn't stick around for the photo. He's actually the one that I think messed me up the most. As you can tell, it's only been like 2 hours and I already got a nice little shiner showing up there. I was leaking a little bit from my right nostril and my jaw hurts a little bit. So that's after a total of 24 minutes of sparring though. And going into it, it was supposed to be like light to medium, but some people like just don't get that memo. And it wasn't the heavyweight. The heavyweight, he controlled his power good. I controlled my power good with him. Maybe because we're both newer. We're just like, hey, we're trying to learn, not get CTE. We still, it wasn't like patty cake. Like we're hitting each other, but we're just not putting that extra power on it or like really trying to tee off. You know what I mean? But we're still punching each other. We're just not putting that hate on that punch, So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, some people maybe were putting a little bit on it. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say if they're like really trying to make the hit hard or they're just that good and like their mechanics are that good. And so, some of them sting. It's all good. I expect it to. But overall, I mean, I didn't get any footage of it. I know it's like, I wish I did for myself too, to watch it, but it was just the one coach watching us. And, if the dudes weren't in the ring for most of the rounds, we had the ring to ourselves, just, whoever was sparring, 2 people. And then towards the end, we were kind of running low on time when the gym was going to close. We were like sharing the ring. So there was 2 different people sparring, 4 people in total in the ring at the same time. So there wasn't really no one there to hold the phone and try to get some footage, and the coach was just yelling out tips to everybody. I mean, especially focusing on like me and the heavyweight's done more of these sparring sessions than I. This was my very first time where it was 8 rounds of any punch goes the whole entire round. You know, I do what I would say in the class, I do consider that sparring, but again, there are some limitations on it. We're sparring, you know, this round maybe is only your lead hand, this round is only straight punches, etc. We don't do a lot where there's just all punches go, you know. So yeah, it wasn't supposed to be hard sparring. Obviously, you can tell already, like, you know, that'll get a lot more colorful as time goes on. There was enough hard punches in there that, you know, I got a black eye. The heavyweight had a fat lip. And so, yeah, I mean, we're still rocking each other, dude. Even if it's not like hard, it's a fight type sparring, you know, we're big enough and strong enough dudes in there that we're still banging each other pretty good. My head hurts a little bit right now. So I'm glad I did it for sure. I was like, that was the next step. You know, when you do these classes, it's like you go from beginner class to intermediate/advanced. That's full contact. And then like the final thing that they kind of hold back a little bit on is letting you do these sparring sessions. And so, yeah, I was like, you know, got the nod from the coach. He's like, yeah, if you want to start sparring, you know, you're good enough. And then from there on out, man, it's just like, yeah, you get a group of dudes together. They do it a couple different nights, or, you know, this was a Sunday. So, I just asked around. I'm like, hey, who's going on Sunday? And then I was like, yep, all right, cool. There's some dudes that are relatively my weight. So everyone in the photo that I had posted are people I sparred with, including the one dude who didn't stick around for the photo. And like the lightest dude in there sparring with me was probably one of the two dudes on the right. And yeah, they are like 165, 170 maybe. I'm a buck 88. Dude I got my arm around in the photo, he's probably like 180. He's a strength and conditioning coach. You can look at his legs. You can tell dude's got some power there too. And then, yeah, heavyweight was probably like 240. But it was good, man. We all got some good work in. I had some success with everyone except for really the dude not in the photo, man. And that dude doesn't do the classes. Everyone else in that photo, I think, does the classes. The heavyweight can't. He's got work during that time in the evenings. But I remember him from the beginner classes. I still talk to him. So it was my first time though doing full contact with him. Me and him worked good together. We weren't going too crazy on each other. You know, just getting some good, valuable learning in there. So what was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, it was good. So yeah, I had some success. I obviously got punched. You could tell that for sure. But yeah, the one round against the dude that wasn't in there, man, I felt like I didn't land a clean shot the whole time. And I felt like he was landing clean shots on me left and right. So I don't know if it was just because I had never worked with him. And the other 3 dudes, at least in that photo, I work with in the class. So I kind of know a little bit about their style, how they move, what they try maybe. So it was a bit discouraging, you know, with the one dude. And he was probably like a buck 82, man. But yeah, he hit like a truck, dude. I think he's the one that gave me the shiner. I also think he's the one that gave the heavyweight the fat lip. So maybe he didn't get the memo that, you know, we were just trying to learn and like mix it up a little bit without really killing each other. But it's all good, you know, like, again, it's boxing. It's not a golfing lesson. You know, you're going to get punched. And who knows, maybe he could have been putting more on him than he was, you know, I mean, so my biggest takeaway, I was talking to the coach after, he said I square up a little bit too much sometimes, and head movement, he was yelling that at me a little bit during the fight. Move your head, you know, and I tried, obviously, but there's so much going on in my head during these things. It's like, keep my chin down, keep my hands up, move my head, move my feet. You know, throw combos, don't throw the same combos, throw different punches. Like, I don't know, man, get in and out of range, you know, exit strategy, jab your way in, blah, 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 blah. There's just like so much going on in your head. It's kind of hard to keep it all straight. But I would say it was successful first, like hard sparring, you know, again, it wasn't supposed to be hard sparring. It feels like it was, to my face though, for sure. So yeah, I mean, it was like, I don't feel like $1,000,000 coming out of it. I don't feel like $0, you know. I think it was about what I expected. Like, I'm gonna take some lumps. I'm gonna get some success. I'm gonna land some nice shots. I definitely did that. When you hit someone good and you're in the middle of sparring, you kind of give them the little, like, acknowledgement, like, yeah, I felt that. I got that a few times for sure. Or you heard chirping from outside the ring where people would say something or whatever. So moments of success, moments of eating shots I should have blocked or dodged or whatever, of course. But overall, I mean, for me to get in there for 8 rounds, 3 of them with a dude that outweighs me by, we'll just call it like 40 to 50 pounds. So 24 minutes of fighting, and came out with, like, basically one little shiner. That ain't too bad, man. I guess I'll take it. So it was cool. I felt good to get that under my belt. And, yeah, we'll see the next time I do it. So now I don't know, though. Tuesday, I mean, today's Sunday, so I'm supposed to get punched in the face again on Tuesday, and it is pretty tender in that eye. So I don't know, man. I might have to just do the beginner class or do some non-contact work Tuesday. I'm sure by Thursday I could probably get back in there and get rocked again. And yeah, this was all with headgear, mouth guards, all that stuff. So yeah, but it is what it is. There's some big boys trading leather in there, so you're gonna get beat up a little bit. But anyways, that's my update. First, quote unquote spar, 24 minutes of total fighting, 8 rounds in a row. No, sorry, I stepped out like one. So at first it was almost like a Shark Tank where, like, I would stay in and different people would pop in, and then I think after about maybe 4, yeah, I popped out for one, but then I was like right back in it. So and it was 30-second rest, 3-minute rounds, 30-second rest. Which, if I do a fight, it'd be Masters Division anyway, which I think is a 2-minute round with a minute rest. So it was more than I even would have to do for, an actual fight. But I guess that's what you want, right? You want your train to be harder than your fight. So anyways, man, yeah, I'm making the moves, we'll see. I want to get a fight going between now and spring, hopefully. I'm 41. Like, the goal would be to at least do a fight. I would really like to win that one fight. But at the same point, I don't know how many, like, I got to get my defense better or something, man. But I don't want to, like, get CTE all just to do one amateur fight, So we'll see. But I'm getting better, and definitely feel like I got to get in the ring eventually, or it's just kind of like taking college courses and not getting the degree. You got to get in there eventually and just see what the heck happens, right? So anyways, y'all, that's it. That's my update. Take it easy.